You got to learn how to let them hate. See, some people can't understand how you can be so successful in life. Some people just don't get it. Some people will never get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand that when you get to a certain level in life, right? When you achieve more than just the average, when you achieve things that people dream about, that's when you're going to understand it's a lot of hatred going to come your way. You know what I mean? A lot of hate going to come your way because of your greatness. They see something that they ain't used to, huh? They see something that they don't have an understanding of what that is. You know what I mean? And what I like to say, some people out there, right? Some people out there look at your situation and see how you achieve these things and be like, man, they couldn't have done that on their own. They really didn't. If you was an artist, they didn't write all them raps. If they're a worker, how did you work all them hours? How you I worked at the same job you worked at, but somehow you use that to put you in a better position. Now you able to buy a house. Now you living the life that they was dreaming about because they didn't have that understanding that you had. They didn't believe in themselves that they could achieve the things that they could achieve in their life. See, that's why I say it always take a strong individual to be great. You got to have thick skin in this game of life, man. You got to have thick skin, and you got to be able to take people that will not understand. You got to be able to take they negativity, take they insecurity, especially if it's somebody you love, your loved ones. It could be somebody you dating. It can be a fan. It can be a whole lot of things. But one thing that should never change when it comes to you is yourself and what you believe in. Because before that dream becomes a reality, you have to believe it first. Yeah. You got to believe it first. You have to understand that not everybody going to see your vision at the beginning stages. When you in thought mode, when you finally get to build mode and you have setbacks, some people is going to tell you, oh man, you should do something else. Oh man, I tried that. It didn't work out for me. You feel me? So you got to accept the fact that not everybody can go. Not everybody going to have that understanding. Not everybody will be there when you get into your greatness bag, when you tap into that understanding bag of the grind, the grit that it took for you to get to where you at. And once you finally figure out the Da Vinci Code of life of what works for you, how to take your energy and bottle it up and know how to sell yourself to put yourself in a better position in life. Now, what I'm talking about, you could be working at a job. You could be an artist. You can be a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, you got to believe that you are what you want to be. You feel me? And what happens is once you get to that level, like Nicki Minaj, like Drake, when you get to that level, and not only you get to that level, because when you think about Nicki Minaj, you see how, certain female rappers, you know what I'm saying? They had a wave, but they was dying off. With Drake, he came in doing his mulatto style, singing, rapping. It was a lot of talk. But as they continue to evolve in their craft, they believed in themselves first. See, that's the key to all of this. The key is you got to believe it first. And you may fumble a lot of times in that process. You may have to continue reinventing yourself in the process. But as long as you believe in you in the best position. You feel me? You in the best position. Because what happens is once you get to that level, you finally get to that level, okay, I'm doing well. And then you exceed that level. Now we tapping into that G part, that greatness conversation. And then once you master that and you understand the energy it took for you to get to the basic level, you achieve that, then you step into your greatness level and you master that. Now that's when all this crazy talk gonna come out. Oh, how did you become so successful? You with the Illuminati? Oh, how did you get this position? Who you slept with somebody? Oh, how did you get here? Oh, you didn't really write all your songs. If you a singer, you a rapper. Oh, you didn't really come up with them bars. You feel me? See, that's one thing I really dislike the most when it comes to certain type of individuals, because you can be online all day, right? You know, I do a lot of different type of content, motivation content. You have haters in all different form and fashions. You have people that come on your page and act like they trying to be like, oh yeah, man, you doing well. But then they hit you with a message talking about, oh, why you talking about that? You broke. But just a minute ago, you was praising me. So what I'm saying is, once you start getting to a certain level in life, when you start getting to that greatness chapter, you feel me? When you start getting to that greatness chapter in life, see, it's cool. I'm gonna tell you something, right? It's cool when you on the average level as your peers. It's cool when you on a basic level of understanding. But once you start going above that, it's like if you can afford a Honda, if you can afford a Corolla, maybe the baby Benz, everybody cool with you, right? And that ain't a knock to nobody. It's just a metaphor I'm saying, right? When you can afford that Honda, that Corolla, right? The little small body Benz, you know, the compressor type, everybody cool with you. But what happens is when you get to that big body Benz, when you able to cop that Range Rover, you feel me? You got you a nice house. You doing well for yourself, taking trips that most people dream of. Man, I want to go to Fiji. You didn't did that. You feel me? Been to Vegas 10 times this year. When you start getting to a different level in life where the average person, the average individual dream about, that's when the hater kick in. That's that hater energy. Because as you become great, when you are great, expect the hate. You feel me? When you start to get into your greatness bag, see, the thing is, a lot of people they get in the way of of their own self. A lot of people get in the way of their own self because the difference is we have the same 24 hours a day. And in the same day, me and you have the same 24 hours, but it's the way I go about my day and the way I believe in myself and the way that I just won't accept taking a loss. We all take L's, but what do you do when you get that L? See, that tells the story. It's not the victory that tells the story, it's the losses, it's the misunderstandings. It's that, oh man, I didn't know this. Let me get back and study my craft. Let me get back and put myself in a better position. That is what I'm talking about. See, that type of mentality, that's where you start to separate yourself from the average. So when I think about Nicki Minaj, I think about the Drakes of the world. You know what I'm saying? Once they got to a certain level in life, this is when the hate kick in. Because now you got people, oh, Drake didn't write all his raps. Oh, Nicki, she a good rapper, but she got this going on in her family, and her brother did this. Or you just gotta find something to talk about because you can't accept the fact that she's so great in your face. And you may have been an artist yourself and you never could get to that level. You may have had success in your life, but you can't see how this person is pushing a Range Rover, and you used to live in the same neighborhood as this individual. You may have went to this individual house as a, you know what I'm saying, as a teenager. Now y'all become adults. You jump off the porch, they jump off the porch. But when they jumped off the porch, they fast forwarded, and you know what I'm saying? They was so focusing on their life, they fast forward into where they need to get to in life. Fast forward, it's like how you rewind and fast forward. Some people start off the race quicker than others, is what I'm saying. And what happens is when people figure it out sooner than others and they're able to capitalize on that moment and they take that opportunity and make sure that they execute the way they need to and they get the recognition that they were looking for, they get the reinsurance by the work that they put in, and they understand the position that they're in and they're able to capitalize on that moment. See, that's where you separate yourself from the average individual. But what happens with that separation is a whole lot of hater in the middle because they can't figure out, how did you figure out the Da Vinci Code of life? They can't figure out, like, man, I tried the same thing. It's like a rapper, right? I know everybody knows somebody that raps, right? It could be 10 of y'all that rap, but only one of y'all really got the skill or have the desire or are willing to make the sacrifices to get better. You feel me? What happens is when you get better and you achieve better than the average, the people below you that may know you, that may be a fan of you, that may like what you do, eventually that love turn into hate, especially when they not sure of themselves, especially when they haven't dealt with their own issues. So what happens? I'm going to tell you what happens in those situations. They issues become the hatred that they're going to have for you because they looking at you and saying, damn, that was me. Damn, that could have been me. I can't believe you made it like that. I can't believe you got that range. I can't believe you bought that house. I can't believe you taking these type of vacations and I'm sitting here struggling. I'm sitting here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm in a relationship, but I want your relationship. You feel me? That's when the hate kick in. That's when all this Illuminati conversation kick in. That's when, oh, who did you sleep with to get that kick in? Huh? I'm just saying, man. Welcome to Sean B. Stoller world, man. Why I bring nothing to you but good game. Yeah. This one of the ones tonight, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button as you come on in. Because we finna chop it up. I got a few things I want to talk about tonight, right? Because with this Nicki Minaj, conversation, her, like I mentioned, her concert, the body of work she put in, you got to understand a lot of females will never get to the level of a Nicki Minaj. A lot of your favorite artists that you listen to today would do a song or want to do a song with Nicki, but secretly they hating because they mad at the position she in. Now let's take it off of Nicki for a minute, right? If you great in your own life, if you great at what you do at your job, you know it's somebody that's right behind you trying to figure out how they can, make you look bad. You feel me? I done worked a lot of different corporate jobs. I worked in call centers. I have done a lot of different things in my life, working wise. And one thing I can tell you is when you a confident person, if you working somewhere You a confident individual. Some people dislike you. They don't even know you. If they get to know you, they probably would like you. But because your aura, the way you come off with that energy of what's the issue? Let's get this done. Let's figure this out. Some people can't handle that because when they look at you, they see the failure in themselves. See, a lot of haters, they only hating because they hate themselves. Yeah. You feel me? They only hating because they hate themselves. They hate the fact that they see how you got it and they wish they could have that same drive. And the saddest thing about it is you could have that drive, but you didn't stay down long enough. You wasn't really wanting to sacrifice long enough for you to get in position so you can win, so you can be great. So what they left to do? What's left for them to do? To hate on you. Huh? To hate on you. That's why when you put your lunch in the work refrigerator, you come back, your lunch eaten, everybody else ate a lunch haven't even been touched. Why is that? Huh? You put your lunch in the you know what I'm saying, in the refrigerator at work, and your lunch is the only one that get ate. Why is that? Because they hating on you. They mad that you able, you know what I mean? Y'all both work the same job, maybe make around the same pay. They mad that you can go out and buy your lunch every day while they eating oodles and noodles and hot dogs because the decisions they made in their life. So they mad at you because the you know what I'm saying, the bad choices they mad that they made in their life. So they mad at you. How does that make sense, huh? Make that make sense. You don't even know me like that, but you mad at me because I go to lunch every day. You feel me? Because the way my account is set up, the way my sacrifices is set up, huh? The way my motivation is set up, I'm bigger than you, huh? So you mad at that. So remember this: when you are great, expect the hate. You feel me? Expect the hate. Yeah, they gonna hate out there, bruh. Don't you gotta understand that. They gonna hate. They gonna hate because they can't fathom. They don't have an understanding yet. And the understanding that they do have didn't work out for them. You feel me? And now they looking at you. You come in, you come in and you just feel like I'm confident. What's the issue? Because I feel like if I don't know the answer, I'm gonna figure it out. See, I was always that type of individual. You know what I'm saying? I just always had confidence in myself. And a lot of that for me personally come from humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't have a lot of opportunity as a young dude. You know what I'm saying? So I had to figure out how to make opportunity for myself. So I spent a lot of time studying different things, studying myself, going through the motions of life. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because when I think about the greatness of Nicki Minaj, I think about the greatness of Drake. If you rewind back time and focus on how they first started in the game, their first album, their first mixtape, whatever you want to go, however you want to start back at, right? You see, you even see if you go back and you listen to Nicki, what's that? The Piggy, the Piggy album, the mixtape she did. You can hear the greatness in her lyrics and on little pieces. You get little sporadic pieces because I didn't really like the mixtape. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you can see that the talent was there. Same thing with Drake. You know what I'm saying? When Drake first came out, I forgot the song him and Trey Songz had a song together. I forgot what the song was. This is way before he did his first album. They had a mixtape. I forgot the song, right? This was clean cut Drake. You know what I mean? No facial hair Drake. I know y'all know. And even with the song with Trey Songz, at that time, Trey Songz was way bigger than Drake, right? So, some people can't even believe that, right? At one point in time, Trey Songz was bigger than Drake. And when I think about that song that Drake and Trey Songz made back on a mixtape, I can hear the greatness in pieces with Drake. So fast forward to where they at in their life 15 years later. Look at the work ethic that they put in since they first mixtape. Look how many albums they have done since they first mixtape. Look at different ways how they evolve their flow since they mixtape. You feel me? So all this is really a metaphor for life is what I'm really speaking on, if you're catching me. See, it don't matter where you start at, it's how you finish. It's a cliche statement, but it's very true. You may have came up in a household where you didn't have a lot of opportunity. You may have came up in a household where, you couldn't really do too much because, your family, your mama, your daddy, or whoever that was raising you didn't have a lot of finances to support whatever you wanted to do. Well, one thing happens once you become an adult, those excuses go away because now it's on you. And a lot of people can't handle that truth. See, I got an issue with anybody that's 30 plus that's still out here talking about what they mama didn't do for them. Yeah. What they daddy didn't do for them. If you need the help, go get the help. But outside of the help, you still got to perform for yourself. You still got to go out here and achieve some things for yourself. Are you going to be great at it? Probably not. But that's where the focusedness kicks in at. That's where the sacrifice kick in at. That's where the dedication kicks in at. You feel me? So when you look at Nicki Minaj, you look at Drake, you see how they started and how they finished, how on top of the game they are today. It's not a mystery. It's not a facade. It's not something that you look at and be like, wow, how did they do that? No. In my opinion, it came from their work ethic. How them not willing to accept where they were at in life. So the question is, how much of that energy do you have in you? You feel me? And then on top of all that, right? On top of all that, you got to deal with haters all around you. You got to deal with haters online. You got to deal with haters at work. You got to deal with haters in your family. You got to deal with haters that just they don't understand how you able to get to that bag. They don't understand how you achieve these things because they may have tried it and failed at it. They may have tried it and lost it all. They may have tried it and it didn't work out for them. So now they want to bring that negative energy to you. And a lot of times with that negative energy, it don't just come directly. It comes with them saying, "Oh, why did you do that? Oh, why you supporting this? Why would you want to go do that?" You feel me? And if you weak-minded, right? If you weak-minded, unfortunately, a lot of their insecurities will now be your insecurity. because you didn't believe in yourself enough to be like, you know what? I understand what you went through to a degree. I understand it didn't work out for you, but I'm not going to allow that to happen to me. You feel me? I'm not going to allow my current situation to define me. I'm not going to allow my current situation to be what I stand on, because I know I'm bigger than this. I know that at the end of the day, after the work I put in, eventually my results will kick in a positive way for me. You feel me? See, when I talk about being a realist individual in the room, I did a video a few months back talking about that. When I say I'm the realest individual in the room, I'm not being conceited. I'm not saying that there's no other real people. It's just that when I say I'm the realest individual in the room, what that means is that no matter who else is in that room, I know that I'm great. You don't have to believe that I'm great. You don't have to accept that I'm great. But no matter what you say, I know what I am. You feel me? So that make you the realest individual in the room, because can't no individual tell you what you don't stand on. You feel me? Can't nobody tell you, oh man, you should stop doing this. You can say what you want, but the reality of it, until I say I'm done with it, then I'm not done with it. You feel me? And then once you finally make it, after they done hated on you, after you done put in that work, after you done made sacrifices, as you done built yourself up, now they got to make something else up. You know what I'm saying? Because now you making them look weak. Now you making them look like, man, I don't understand how you was able to do this. It had to be something else. It had to be somebody else involved. You know what I mean? So when you are great, you have to expect the hate. You got to expect it. You cannot think that everything is going to be peachy and everything's going to be cool. No, you can't expect that. You know what I'm saying? You cannot expect that. You got to expect the hate when you great. And guess what? You want the hate. I'm going to tell you. You want the hate, because what I would recommend to do, and what I like to do, that's why I like doing this YouTube. That's why I like making these videos. Because when I get them hateful comments, when I get those comments that want to disrespect me, all I do is turn that into motivation. I take that negative energy and I put that into a positive, you know what I'm saying, conversation. And I continue to give you more content every day. You feel me? Because guess what? When they hate, they only hating because they see themselves in you, and they see all the flaws that they have, that you was able to capitalize and turn that into positive results for yourself. Huh? Yeah. You was able to turn that into a positive while they sour and they weak results. So they got to make up stories. They got to say who you down with. You got to be doing this, and got to be using that. Okay. Let them hate, man. Let them hate. While you pull off in that new Range Rover, while you put, you know what I'm saying, moving into your brand new house, your mansion, got a bad chick, got a bad dude. You feel me? You living your life, you doing your 1-2, you own your square. Let them be there. Because they only hating because they see that you at a level they can never get to. Yeah. Come on now. Because me personally, I don't have enough time in the day. I'm out here focusing on me and building myself, my family up, and things I want to accomplish in my life. I don't have a lot of time to be hating on folks. I really don't. I can't sit here online and watch somebody live and watch somebody video and then type up some crazy messages. Like, why was you there watching the video? You feel me? Just so you can hate. So I love haters, man. But I'm a different type of individual. That's why my name is Sean B. Stoller. The B stands for I'm a beast about my life, and I overdo it because I believe that much in myself. I'm that confident about myself. I don't need you to pump me up. I'm going to pump myself up. You feel me? But I do appreciate it, though. You know what I mean? I do appreciate it. Glaciers. But I'm just saying now. You know what I mean? I'm just saying though. As you become great, you have to expect the hate. Because they out there, man. And you gotta have thick skin in this game of life. Because you know, you're gonna have different type of people trying to bring you down for different reasons. You know what I mean? That's just how the game go. They're gonna try to bring you down because they mad at themselves. They wish they had your position, and they mad that they position in life didn't work out for them. You know what I mean? It didn't work out for them. So now they looking at you and they like, damn. You know what I mean? They looking at you and like, man, I just can't believe this. You know what I'm saying? What Drake say, you getting bodied by a singing. You know what I'm saying? You can have the hardest gangster out there talking all that street talk, but yet he get bodied by a singing nigga. You feel me? So that's my point, man. At the end of the day, you got to believe in yourself regardless what somebody else say, regardless how somebody else feel, regardless how somebody else think what you should be doing. See, that's the difference maker. You know what I mean? You got to always stand on your square regardless. And know that and believe in that. You will be able to achieve the things that you want to accomplish. Yeah. Because think about it, right? When Drake came in the game, didn't nobody expect him to be as big as he has gotten. When he came out, you the best girl, you the best. You know what I'm saying? The best I ever had. Who would have knew that he would have been who he is today? You feel me? Who would have knew that? With Nicki Minaj, if you know a little bit more about her story, how she was with, you know, a couple of, I think, of producers in New York, and they kept shopping her around. Everybody was rejecting her, didn't want to give her a deal. And from my understanding, the little pieces of information that I did get, you know, that's when she took a trip with her and Safari, drove her car from New York to Atlanta, hooked up with Deb, Waka Flocka Mama. You know what I'm saying? And eventually she ended up linking up with Lil Wayne, and the rest is history. But what I'm saying is, through that whole process, before she got to Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj I'm talking about, before she got to Wayne, it was a whole lot of steps she took in her process to get to that point. So the reason why I'm saying that is that she had a lot of opportunity to quit. She had a lot of opportunity to say, hey, man, I stuck with this long as I could. It's not working out for me. But she didn't give up. Right? And I'm pretty sure when Nicki Minaj first met Lil Wayne, I know she probably was intimidated because Lil Wayne was already Lil Wayne when he got with Nicki. You know what I'm saying? When he hooked up with Drake and Nicki, Lil Wayne was already 10, 12 years in the game. So you know Lil Wayne was already great before they even came into the picture. But what did they do? Drake even said it. I believe Drake got a tattoo of Lil Wayne on him. That's how much he has so much respect for Lil Weezy. See, a lot of people, I always say that. A lot of people, when them lights get turned on bright, see, everybody want to be in front of the lights, right? But when they turn that light up high, they got them high beams on you and everybody looking at you. And you have to perform. That's when you separate yourself and step into your greatness from others. See, people make excuses about their life, but at the end of the day, that was their life, not yours. Huh? See, that might have go over your head like a drone, man. You feel me? I hope y'all catching the ism I'm giving y'all tonight, man. You feel me? I'm just saying though. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And let them hate. Ooh, I like when they hate, man. You feel me? Let them hate, man, because I just turn that into energy over here, bro. I turn that into straight energy, man. That give me power. You gave me power, man. You come on over here, get that hating. All you doing is just turning me up even more. You making me want to turn up even more when it come to that. Yeah, bring that hate over here. Come on here. Come leave them comments on them videos. I like that. Shout out to all my new subscribers too, man. I gotta say that. I appreciate y'all. You know, especially some of y'all beautiful ladies. I see some of y'all profiles. I salute you. You know what I mean? I love women, man. Biological women. I love y'all. I don't care if you got a little booty, big booty, flat booty, or no booty. It's still all good with me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm just saying, shout out to all my new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. And just know, with Sean B. Stoller, I always bring y'all good game, good conversation. So continue tapping in with me. That's all I ask of thee. And hit the like button, you know? But you got to remember, man, you got to expect the hate because what you're doing, though, right? What you really doing, you really breaking the mold of what people think how it should go. You breaking the mold on how people expect life to go. See, when you follow trace or when you follow the footsteps of everybody else, most people are cool with that, right? Most people won't have an issue with that. But once you break trace, once you start tapping into muddy waters or you start tapping into a space that people are not used to, it's like you breaking the chain or you breaking the mold, you breaking the routine of what people are used to. And some people can't handle that. You know what I mean? Some people can't handle the fact that where you going in life, they don't have an understanding. They don't understand how you able to achieve some of the things that you're able to achieve because they couldn't do it in their life. See, one thing I don't do as a parent, right? I let my kids experience different things in life in a sense of different foods. You know what I'm saying? Going different places, taking different trips. I want them to get as much experience as they can before they get into adulthood because that helps mold them into who they want to be. That's how I think of it. and you want to expose them to a lot of positive and a lot of different situations, a positive type situations, so you can figure out what they like, what they dislike, what brings them joy, and try to put them in a position where they can use that energy and that understanding that they have to help benefit them later on in life. So just like with Nicki Minaj and Drake, like I said, how they first started their career and where they at today, even back then, when they was first doing their first mixtape, their first album, you can tell the greatness was in them, but it needed work. It needed fine tuning. It needed more of a, you know what I'm saying? Just more experience. So just imagine if they quit after album 2, album 3. You wouldn't have the artist that you have today. You know what I'm saying? So you use that in your everyday life. You may be going through something. You may have already went through something. Don't never lose that energy that it took for you to get to your position. If you're doing well in life, I salute you. But don't never lose that hunger. Don't never lose that desire to want more, to want to achieve more, to want to stay in a certain position in life. Don't feel bad that you figured a way to get out of the you know what I'm saying? You was able to get out of bad situations, or you was able to elevate above others. That's not a bad thing. And even though other people may feel some certain type of ways about you because you're not doing the things that you used to, you have to come to a realization that maybe those individuals is not meant to be around you. Some people come in your life for seasons, man. Some people are not there to be there at the finish line. You know what I'm saying? Clapping their hands, waving the pom poms. No, everybody can't go. You know what I mean? Everybody can't go, man. Some people they don't have it. They don't have the desire to push themselves further. Some people just don't see the vision or refuse to evolve with the times, evolve in their own life, evolve with their thought process on how they go after things. And that's why I always say not everybody can go, because you can keep supporting somebody, but until they want to support themselves, they will never get further than what you're doing for them. Yeah. Until they want to do something for themselves, no matter how much you push them, they always going to fall back because they don't have the drive for themselves. You know what I mean? They don't have it, man. You know what I mean? So you got to remember that. And remember the fact that some people just can't, they won't get it. And that's okay as well. Because everything is not for everybody. And not everybody need to understand everything you doing or how you moving. You know what I mean? And just remember that when you're great, expect the hate. That's a bar right there, huh? When you are great, expect the hate. Do you? You know what I'm saying? You gotta expect it. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't expect anything less. I can't wait to get to a certain level in life where they say they have to make up excuses. You feel me? They got to make excuses on how I'm so successful. Yeah. I can't wait for that day for you just got to make up all type of crazy stuff to say, oh man, that's why he in position. Because he did this, this, and that. And they really don't know nothing, man. But let them talk. Because you only talking because you got lips. You feel me? You only talking because you got, you know what I'm saying? You using your mama Wi-Fi so you can send a, send those comments. You know what I'm saying? But once a little mama, when mama get tired, she gonna cut off that Wi-Fi, and what you gonna do then? Go to the library? Come on, man. I'm just saying, man. Let haters talk, man. Cause that's how you know you great. When you start getting a whole bunch of hate, man, that's when you know you great. Cause you know what you doing? You breaking the mold. You know what you doing? You elevating to a level that most can't even fathom what that lifestyle really is. You feel me? So let them hate, and you just continue to be great. You feel me? Because ain't nothing wrong driving a Corolla. Nothing wrong driving a Honda. There's nothing wrong driving that small body Benz. But once you get into that big body Benz, you feel me? Once you get into them big boy toys, you know what I'm saying? Fully loaded edition, limited edition. Yeah. That's a whole nother level to life, man. And it's not about the cars. It's more so of an understanding. It's more so of you capitalizing on the moments when it matters. It's not really about material at all. That's just a metaphor for the ones that maybe don't understand what I'm saying. You know? Because it's crazy, right? It's like soon as you make a certain amount of money, why is it that some people automatically assume that you're doing some type of, devil ritual or your sacrifices? It's like, dang, like as soon as you make a certain type of money, it's like automatically it got to be something, demonic. It has to be something. Oh, that's Illuminati. How did you get 20 million? I don't understand. Well, you only can't understand because you never seen it. You never experienced it. You probably haven't had a lot of success in your life. So now you have to come up for you to believe it. You got to come with this straight bogus story to make yourself feel good about somebody else. So meaning the only way you feel good is when you trying to tear down somebody else because you really ain't like that. You really don't know how to get that. And that's why I say when you are great, expect the hate. You feel me? Expect the hate, man. They can't do nothing but that. Because everything you doing in life, they can't even fathom what that is. They look at your house and be like, man, that's my dream house. They look at your car like, man, that's the car I always wanted to have, but I couldn't get it. That chick you with, oh man, she look like the model type. I always wanted one like that. That's why you don't invite everybody over to your house, man. You know what I mean? Don't invite everybody to your house. Anybody young that's getting money, you have to have terms and conditions when it comes to you and your household, man. Just because you got a nice house, don't invite everybody to your house. Because guess what? Not everybody coming to your house is looking out for your best interests. You feel me? Somebody that's going to come in there is really a hater in sheep clothing, man. You feel me? Some of them is real stomped down haters. and can't wait to get some type of dirt on you so they can run your name through the mud because they mad at themselves when they see how successful you are. You feel me? They can't wait to, because you see it online every day. As soon as somebody break up, now they want to come out with all these, oh, you know, you wasn't this good in bed, or, look at this photo. This person is in a bad, position. So it's trying to make you look a certain way because they not happy on how their life went. So for them to feel good, they got to tear somebody else down. They got to make somebody else look shady because they shady Grady. You feel me? So you got to understand, man, when you become great, expect to hate. Oh, yeah, because they going to hate. And it's a lot more people hating in that sense because they just not happy with themselves, man. To me, that's the most dangerous person. The most dangerous person in my eyes is somebody that's not happy with themselves. Because that means they'll do anything they can to somebody else to make them feel good. But ultimately, they still in the same dusty position that they always were. Because instead of you trying to take something from somebody else, how about you work hard and put yourself in position so y'all can both be at the boss table. Y'all both can be having boss conversations. But you couldn't do that. You didn't want to do that. You wasn't willing to sacrifice to get that. And that's when the hate kick in. You know what I mean? That's when the hate kick in. Oh yeah. That's when it kicks in. You feel me? Because what else can they do? What else can they say? They don't want to say how well you doing. They don't want to talk about that. You feel me? They don't want to talk about how good you doing. You know what I'm saying? You probably just got married, man, had a fat wedding. You feel me? Everything was laid out. You feel me? Everybody is like, oh, yeah, this is but somebody got to find a flaw in your wedding. You getting married. You know how you got that one person that always got something negative to say? You know what I'm saying? You probably spent a lot of money on getting married or a special event. Somebody got to point out the most minor thing, the most smallest thing. They just got to find something flawed in your event because they just can't accept the fact how lavish, how nice, how expensive this event that you set up. And they really wish they could be in your position, but because they know they can't, this is when the hate kick in. They just got to rain on your parade because at the end of the day, they looking at themselves like, damn, I couldn't do this. Damn, there's no way I would have been in position for this. And so to make themselves feel good, that's when the hate kick in. It's crazy, right? Because some people will be like, oh, if somebody did this in your life or somebody did this and did that, how could you support them? And my thing is, I can still support them for the fact that I can see the greatness in them, and regardless where they came from, regardless what they did in life, if I see the greatness in you, I see that you willing to grind till you come up. I can't do nothing but to respect that. See, I don't have to like you to respect your position in life. You know what I mean? This ain't high school, man. This is not junior high. I'm not looking for everybody to like me. You know what I mean? Like, why you don't want to be my friend? As you get older, I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm in my 40s. So as you get older, you kind of want to have less friends because you start to understand who real and who fake around you. You know what I mean? You'll find out, certain people around you when, birthdays happen, when birthdays come around, special events come around, you'll start to see that certain people only around for certain things. If you're throwing a party, usually you have all the people come in for that, especially when you're offering drinks, when you able to, do all these different things. You usually can find a lot of people for that. But then when you say, hey man, I got this business idea, I got the business, I got the portfolio, I got all the information, I did all the data research. Let's try to invest something and make this happen, make this shake. Are you willing to do that? You can't get nobody to invest for that. But as soon as you're talking about some dumb shit, right? As soon as you're talking about some ignorant activity, you got a whole bunch of people that are line up for that. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Why is that? They quick to activate the hate. But when you bring something to the plate and you like, man, I need you to let's invest this, let's do this, do that. Here's the information. Let me know. You can find if they far and few. But if you talk about some dumb stuff that don't make no money, they down to spend money on that. You feel me? They down to spend some bread on that. And that's why I say, man, when you great, expect the hate. It's inevitable. That's what it is. It's sad, but it's true. And that's what brings me to, with the Nicki Minaj, the tour, when she first announced the tour and everything, I was watching a few comments even back then, how people was hating, oh, she ain't gonna sell out, her album coming out, nobody gonna buy it. And now we all know the history of everything, right? Our next couple of shows, from my understanding, are sold out for the most part. And she just did her first show in Oakland. And her next three is almost sold out already. So what are we talking about? But if she would have gave up a long time ago before she met Lil Wayne, before she took that driving trip all the way to Atlanta, if she would have gave up before all of that, you wouldn't have none of this of what you have from Nicki today. Same thing with Drake. He out in Canada, and from my understanding, he hooked up one of Rapper a lot, Jay Prince's sons. I'm not sure which one. I can't remember the name. And they was basically working with him. And eventually he ended up hooking up with Lil Wayne. But just imagine Drake, I believe he was an actor on the Grassy or whatever the show is. I'm not familiar. I just know the name, never watched it. Drake going from an actor, a young teen actor, going into doing music, or at least being more serious about doing music, hooking up with Trey Songz. They doing mixtapes. He go to, you know what I'm saying, go to the Rap a Lot label. Eventually hooking up with Lil Wayne, Birdman, Cash Money. The rest is history. But that's why I always say, man, a lot of people always focus on the finished product. They always see the glitz and the glamour, but they don't understand what's behind that curtain of what it took for you to get to that level. And all the things that you had to endure. People that was around you that was snaking you, people that was around you that was taken from you, not believing in you, sucking the energy out of you, the positive energy. Because I tell you this, right? Even with my little success, when you out here kicking this positivity talk, it take a lot out of you, because you see these guys out here talking a whole bunch of negativity and talking real reckless about people. They get millions of views. So you just got to stay loyal to yourself, stay dedicated to your grind, and no matter what they say, you continue being you and build on you, because eventually it's going to crack if you build it long enough. Eventually you're going to make it happen if you truly believe that you are the one. So stay true to yourself, stay on your grind, and no matter what they say, let them hate. Because as you step into your greatness, as you become great, you have to expect the hate. It's inevitable for you not to do that. It's important for you to accept that. You know what I mean? Because haters is everywhere. Sometimes the hater is right next to you, laying in the bed. Sometimes the haters is your cousins. Sometimes your haters is your, closest loved ones. But you got to accept that. Because guess what? Guess what? When you accept your situation and you accept the fact that you got to stay on your grind, and when you accept the fact that you will not lose, that's when you start tapping into that great section. That's when you start tapping into that unknown charted water section. And that's when you start to separate from the weak. So continue doing you, stay on your grind, stay achieving, staying dedicated, and don't allow no one or anything to hinder you from getting to your goals and to your dreams and to the things that you want to achieve. You feel me? So I want to thank y'all for watching this live. I will be back tomorrow. And just know this. We all have the same 24. We all have opportunity. The question is, what do you do with yours? And how far are you willing to grind to get to where you want to be at in life? Because just like Nicki Minaj, Drake, and a lot of other great artists, right? We all come to a crossroad where you have to make a decision. And in that decision, you have to remember that it won't be always great all the time. You may not win all the time. But as long as you believe in yourself and you won't allow nobody to detour you from that goal that you want to achieve, you will always be in the best position in life. So keep pushing, stay grinding, keep elevating, and let them hate. I'm Sean B. Stoller. Until next time, peace.